Hello everybody, this is Brad here. Welcome back into the Let's Look Brad channel. So I've got another dump of actually what looks like all nickels in here. I've actually searched through a couple of them just to check the dates and what all was in here. Amazingly, actually what I saw was this is all buffalo nickels. This is all buffalo nickels in here. A bunch of random dates in here as well. I think I saw a bunch of 38s in there mixed in. And then these, we got some brown rolls. These are 63Ds. They're brand spanking new BU63. There's 4 rolls, but the interesting part about it is these plastic brown rolls. Let's get my chair up. But these plastic brown rolls right here, the coins do not want to come out. Actually, is it one of these? Let me see. See, one of these are popped. I think, yeah, there it is. So popped. The coins do not want to come out. They're stuck in the end of the roll. Basically, these rolls, once they get heated up or they turn, the brownish coloration like they've been in the sun a while, they want to grasp the edge of the nickel and they don't want to come out. So I'm going to have to take a little bit to work these 4 rolls, as you see, because these are all brown. But then also on top of here, there's 63Ds, 64Ds. This one here is really cool because this one is actually, see if I can get it up in one hand, twist, pop. This one's actually, you see the Denver or the San Francisco mint mark right here, but whenever you flip it over, 38 S's and a full roll. So that's crazy. So we got a 38S full roll there. We're going to look through, I think it's better dates on there. That's pretty crazy that that's in there as well, but a bunch more to look through. So hopefully we get some cool varieties. Actually, because like I said, the buffaloes, you got a lot of varieties in there for sure, and then the earlier nickels as well. Let's hope, like I say, hopefully we get these out of here. It might take a little cracking. Hopefully I don't hurt the nickels as much, but 63D, you can find a D over D, which is, I mean, if they're in BU condition like that, I mean, look at that. Might be worth a few dollars. So anyhow, definitely a Rum River coin search. I'm going to search through these for Jason over there at the Rum River coin. But anyhow, let's go and jump into it. Bring you guys back in on our first fantastic find. Whew, okay, we got them out. So we got our 4 tubes. You see cracks through there, crack through there. Yeah, that one, yeah. So we got them out of here. So that's the 4 rolls stacked out. So glad we got that out. As I say, you can see the browning gun there definitely was not letting these nickels out of there. Those will go in the trash and we will go up under the scope with these. All right, so I went through the rolls there. I actually wrapped them up in my newer, nicer, way wider open rolls there. So those can have a better home in there for sure. Checked them all. Actually, there were 62s, 63s, and 64s. Checked them all. Make sure there was no doubling, no varieties, no like that, D over Ds and stuff. There was nothing in there. Went ahead and popped this roll. And I told you guys at the beginning of it that there was the 38s in there. So the 1938s. Crazy toning on them. But then there's only this many 38s in there, which we got, what, 4, 8, 12, so 14 of them. Then we move over to 4 of the 39s that are in there. I haven't checked the mint marks yet. And then these are going to be the 50s. So right there, we got a 51. We got the 50s, 1950s, 50s. I didn't see any Denver mint marks on these 50s. Looks like it's all Philadelphia's 51s. But yet again, I'm going to go through all of these, put them up under the scope, check for anything on there. And also, too, while I'm looking through here, I think the 53s are going to have the Henning possible notch on there. So I want to check for the Henning as well, being that we do got a lot of nickels in here. So hopefully we get those earlier 40s nickels to check those out. But yeah, that's exciting, though, for having the 38s. And some of them are San Francisco and some of them are Denver. Working on the 38s here. I've actually looked through those 3. Got one up under the scope. It's kind of a head scratcher. So you see the 38 there. I'm actually going to turn you over real quick and show you it is an S mint mark. Get you over here. So we got an S mint mark on there. But it's interesting because it's on the obverse where it's at. Have you guys ever seen this before? You see the star? You see the other star? I've never seen that. I was looking it up. I don't see any information on it. There's another star right there below the Y. It's actually the same stamping as well. See this little hook right here? It looks like the hook, and that goes inside of the Y. That's interesting. The bottom side of the star coming off right here, this one's kind of lost with the abrasions in there. But have you guys ever seen that before? Let me know, because I don't see any information on this one at all for 1938 San Francisco with that additional star stamping there. Pretty crazy. That's a cool one though. So I pulled out this one roll that says mint nickels on there, and these are really nice. Actually, I had to put some gloves on to make sure whenever I touch these, I didn't want to put any more oil or whatnot on there, but a lot of different dates. There's some 90s there. We got some early 70s. We got some 89, 74s. These nice 65s. Basically, definitely mint for sure, but look at this one here. This is a beautiful one. Look at that 75. And it's got toning on it too. Look at the brownish coloration of this one. Yeah, that's a beautiful nickel. Stairs and all in there. Yeah, mint nickels coming out of the rolls there. That's pretty nice, actually. That's really cool. I never know what you're going to get on these collection dumps, so that's pretty awesome. So I pulled out another roll out of the box here. Actually stacked the Buffaloes out the way for right now. We got another roll. This is all nicer 64s. Looks like somebody mixed it. Well, he mixed it in, whoever it was. Mixed it in with some more modern nickels here. There's 2000s. There's another 2000 there. But it actually had a 1940. I think it's a 40. Hang on, let me flip it over and say 1940 Denver, actually. So 1940 D. I'm not seeing anything on that D, but it's kind of interesting. I was looking on Variety Vista. I didn't see anything for it, but there is some, scooch in a little bit. There's some doubling inside the B. You can see the doubling right here on the E as well. If you come over here to the inside of the top side of the R there, it's doubling on the inside of the R, notching on the E, notching on the T there. And more interesting, do you see the Y? It's actually the stamping. It looks like it's blocked. Looks like the T's are blocked, the R's blocked, and everything. So it's interesting. But anyhow, you can see the splitting there. But if you come over here, bigger telltale sign of it is the 4. Look at that 4. Look at the notching from the bottom backside of the 4 there. Notches over. So that's interesting for sure. I couldn't find it on Wixers, like say, but you see the S there, pretty notch there for the S. Same thing with the R and T right here. It's like it's blocked at the bottom, and then it somehow looks like this is separate. So it looks like it's kind of like peg-legged or whatnot. Come over here. E's got a little bit of doubling in it as well. Don't see anything on the God or an N, but yeah, definitely up on the 4. It gets you turned over. See if you can see it on the 4 there. Definitely different on the 4 for sure. And then the splittings on the T's and R's and stuff. But that's a 1940 Denver. It's actually in pretty good condition too. So something different. Okay, I'll take it back real quick. I did check, and I was actually looking up the Philadelphia 40D or 40s 1940 Philadelphia instead of the 40 Denver. And I checked the 40 Denver on Variety Vista. There is only one known DDO variety for that. That's this one. That shows the 4. That shows all the splitting on the In God We Trust and Liberty as well. So we do have the DDO 001 for that 1940 Denver. All right, so I got another roll out here I'm searching through. I actually have the Henny nickel information on the back here. See the 39, 44, 46, 47, and 53. This is what the Henny nickel needs to weigh between that 5.2 and 5.4 grams there to give you that Henny nickel information on there. Actually, I'm using it on the back of one of my stickers. Anyhow, so I do have a 1960 Denver up underneath the scope. We have the DDO 001. So backing you up a little bit, you can see the doubling inside the B. See like the lines, the doubling inside the B on the I, on the R as well. Give you a little shade to show you. As you can see it inside of there, see the doubling. You can come over here to the T and the Y as well. The T's doubled here. You can definitely see the Y on the inside of it. Another identifier is the 60 there. Doubling on the outside of here, doubling on the inside of the 9. But check it out online. Like I say, Variety Vista, you can check out this one as well. It does have a field D, supposedly, on the Variety. I don't have it there, but we do have our die scratches all across the top side of the Monticello building here. So definitely the 1960 D DDO 001 is pretty good condition too. Nice, another variety. Got a little mess going on, but yet again, this is the buffaloes. I'm looking through the plastic bag right now. These are the buffaloes that we're looking through. Got another roll of buffaloes as you see stacked up. I still need to look through these. I think they're all going to be 38 Denvers on here. So they're all 38s there. Got a couple of them here to show you. But that is the full box of original nickels that came out of the main tub instead of the bag itself. So we still got a few more rolls left in there. These two right here, actually, let me show you this one first. This is a 1930S. Got a pretty interesting lamination peel right there below the V and the E, as you see there. Pretty good chunk there. Came off the rim. Might have been what came off the rim, possibly. But yet again, interesting. Nice little peel there. But then we've got the 37D. 37D? Yeah, 37D. So 37D. And I went ahead and also took a little Q-tip and I kind of rubbed it in that area just to get it out some. This might be a D over D there, possibly. You can see the inside of the D and some also on the outside of the D. Tough to call. Yet again, I'm going to give it over to the coin guy, let him take a gander at it, see if he sees something on it. I could see something there. You can definitely see something there, but tough to say if it's actual machine doubling as well. But here's another Denver one. I think this is the 38. Yep, 38D there. Decent condition as well. And this one is definitely a D over D. That's definitely a D over D in this one here. So that's cool. It actually sits up. You see it how it's notched. This is actually the bottom of the D for the first one that's up there. So it's inside, and then the bigger D, which is sits on the outside. So basically northeast or southeast there. So that's how that would be. But D over D, 1938. Nice variety there. That's going to wrap up this collection done. This is a really nice hunt, actually. Being able to see a lot more Indian head scents as well, Indian head scents as well, the 5 cents, so forth, so on. So really nice. But anyhow, we did get some varieties out of here. We got that 1960. That's the DDO 001. So there's only one. I think there was only one DDO for the Denver minted one for the 1960. We had a 1940 DDO, and I know that's the only one for that one as well. So it was really cool to find two DDOs, especially earlier dates, especially a 40. We did pull out that beautiful 1975 there. And I talked to him to see if I'm able to pick that up for a few bucks from him because that's a gorgeous 75 there. I'd like to throw that into the collection. But I went ahead and looked up some more information on the D over Ds on the 37 and 38. So I come up with a few things, which is really nice. It was able to help me out a lot, actually checking a little deeper into these coins more or less. But yet again, this is the 37. Let me zoom you in. So we do have the inner D there, and it's actually a portion of that D hanging out there. This is actually the, on Wexler's guide, this is a 003. This has everything on there as far as I see. So coming up here to the Unum area, there's a nice little die chip right here, the bottom of the leg of the N. That's going to be one of the identifiers. If you flip it over also to the throat area of it, it's got the abrasion marks. Actually, the abrasion marks going through the throat area as well. That's another little identifier to show that this is that variety for the 37D. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be our D over D for that one, 003. And it actually has it as the best of variety as well. So Cherry Picker's Guide, I think it is for that one. So that's really cool. We got a 37D over D. Going to put that one in the Mylar flip as well. And then what's really cool about the 38D, this is actually a D over D over D. So there's actually 3 Ds stamped on this as well. So there's going to be one that's going to hang out the back as you see, and another one that's actually going to be on the front side of the D here stamped as well. I tried to check out some more identifiers for this one. It didn't have any more references for it. It just showed it as a 004, I think it was, but it was the D over D over D. So that's a really cool find as well. Didn't have much reference for it whenever you look on Wexler's Guide, but yeah, that's a cool find as well too. Nice little hunt. Nice to be able to get some more information in for the coins, get you guys some more information also as well, especially some pictures, some little identifiers on there, reference marks or whatnot. But I hope you guys liked the video. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you tap on there for the Let's Look Brad channel. Helps me out. And if you guys wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up for the video. More stuff to come, you guys. You'll have a fantastic night.